I'm someone who spends literally so much of my alone time talking to myself out loud, and I know from the outside appearance of that, she's crazy. Like, what is wrong with her? She's speaking her thoughts out loud. It looks like she's talking to some random stranger that's not even there in front of her. I know. It sounds crazy, but there's actually, like, literally 4 main things that I've observed from talking to myself out loud, speaking my thoughts into existence, that actually can help with some different things over time. So I'm going to give you those 4 things right now, which is self-trust, communication, understanding, and focus. Here's why. And here's my mom's puppy. You want to speak? No? Okay. So self-trust. We trust what we are comfortable with. So when we speak out loud our thoughts, if you do that or if you don't already, you're kind of trusting what words come out of your mouth without having to think twice about what you're going to say. Because we grow comfortable with the capability of using our voice. Like, oh, we have to speak aloud about something, we get like nervous because we're like, what the frick am I gonna say? But when we speak out loud to ourselves more often, even using our hands to help, it's fine. But it's like, I realize that I have more self-trust within myself because I do talk my thoughts out loud. I'm able to have a one-on-one communication with myself, if that makes sense. So I trust what words come out of my mouth, and it helps me actually think more clearly, which I'll get to in a minute. I'm going to be going on with this video kind of fast, just so you know, because these points don't need further explanation other than a few reasons. Okay, communication. It thrives on listening, and when you're talking out loud, your thoughts, you are listening to yourselves. It helps you kind of understand what topic you are talking about, which actually, when it comes to actual real communication with someone, you're able to listen to them more because you already have that self-trust within your thoughts. That it's like you don't need to, like I said, think twice about what you're going to say, because you're able to listen to yourself when you're talking out loud to yourself, but also to other people when they are talking, if that makes sense. Another thing that I actually wrote down for communication was that it helps you observe your volume and your tone, which also increases awareness as well. Now, for understanding, it kind of flips back onto self-trust and communication because we understand what we observe. Just like for self-trust, is that we trust what we are comfortable with, you know? So when it comes to understanding, we are literally listening to our thoughts out loud. And when it comes to listening to things, we eventually reflect. And reflection is a big thing with understanding because literally it's the whole point of reflection. We're retracing our thoughts on what happened, what is going to happen, whatever, you know, just it helps you understand yourself more as a person. Because technically, it's literally, you're having a conversation, it's just one-on-one with yourself. And I know that sounds crazy to some people, I get that. But like, literally, you understand yourself as a person more. Especially because it also increases confidence a little too, because you're not afraid to just be authentic with yourself during your alone time. If that makes sense, I hope it does. If it doesn't, put it in the comments below, I'll try to explain it better. But yeah, like it literally just allows us to observe and reflect, even if we have a conversation with another person, because we now have further understanding if we talk our thoughts out loud on understanding ourselves with listening to ourselves talk out loud, but we're also understanding other people and where they're coming from when they speak their thoughts out loud in a general one-on-one conversation with an actual person, aside from ourselves. Okay. Lastly, is focus. How does talking your thoughts out loud help you focus? Because when you're speaking out loud, your mind is already focused on what you are talking about. It's kind of like, oh, a weird realization thing, because you're like, oh, well, I've been talking about this whole video right now, this topic as it is. My mind is already focused on what I'm talking about. I already have that self-trust within me that the words are going to come out of my mouth in a way that I want to. And yes, I mess up sometimes. Sometimes I have to do retakes. Sometimes I forget what I'm going to say, but that's just a general human thing. It also makes me feel more comfortable with myself, with that self-trust I have by speaking my thoughts out loud, because if I mess up on a word, I'm simply just going to be like, oh wait, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Or it's like, I pause at times because I'm like, okay, I need to give myself time to breathe because I talk fast when I'm nervous, and that's normal. I've just grown to be more okay with that just by talking out loud, having conversations with myself. When I do my makeup, when I want to plan a video I want to do something on. Like, literally, this entire notes for this video, I was outside talking to myself. and somehow it made me feel more aware, more understanding of what is actually in front of me, what I'm trying to speak on to help you guys get a new perspective shift or universal thought that comes to mind. Like, literally, this entire thing, I just spoke out loud while sitting outside on the bench. And now it actually helps me be more talkative too, because I just spoke out loud to myself outside. Now I'm comfortable talking out loud on a camera. It's kind of like, it helps me with interviews too, and it might help you with interviews as well, because we get so nervous in our head when it comes to an interview or simply any presentation, because we're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what am I gonna say, what am I gonna do? But when you talk aloud to yourself, or even have a conversation with ChatGPT, I know some people do that, and it's like, literally, your body, it's almost like an energy pulse, because you're so used to talking out loud that that your volume is right there, your voice is so used to talking that it's okay to just talk. It feels more at ease, it feels more neutral. And lastly, I said that it actually involves problem solving over time. It helps you think with yourself more instead of doing other resources and asking other people. And also, speaking out loud increases memory. At least for me, that is. I don't know if it works for everyone, but I hope you understood the concept of this video, and maybe you can try it. I don't know, maybe it'll help you, maybe it won't, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.